Hello, data enthusiasts. Welcome once again to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at array generation in NumPy. Now, what do I mean? We're going to see how to generate a data set or how to generate an array using random function. I'll also see how to add to an array in NumPy. Okay, so let's look at how to manipulate array using NumPy. Okay, so we have our array variable ARR. Now to create random numbers, that is, you just want to generate random numbers, you use random rand. Now, what this function does is it creates random number between 0 and 1. And this 5 here says you want 5 of them. So you want 5 random numbers generated between 0 and 1. Then the next line of code is random rand int. Here you are telling the function says that random numbers should be created, but they should be integer numbers and they should be between 0 and 7. So the last number, the highest number you can have in that array is 6. Then you say size 10, that is, the numbers should be 10 in numbers. So when you generate from 0 to 6, any mixture of numbers, it should be 10 in numbers. And this line of code here says once. You are telling the NumPy the function to create 5 ones, an array that contains 1, 1, 1, 5 in numbers. While here we are creating this array, and now we are saying sort. We call the sort function to sort this array from smallest to biggest. That's what this sort function does. And append, this you'll be using very well to append data to your already created array. So that's what this append does. So you can see we called this array, which we've already created here. This is the array which we created, we called it here. And we inserted it into this function, and we say 5. Now 5 is an array of its own, that is an array that contains 5. So we're saying take this 5 and put it in this array. So when we run the code, you will see how the result will look like. So we run the code. Now here is our result. So you can see the random is created. You can see 0.2, everything is 0 point, 0 point, and we have 5 in numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we have random integers. You can see then they are 10 in number, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then we have our ones, and we have the sorted array. You can see the original array here, 9, 3, but now it is sorted to 3, 6, 8, 9. Then we added 5 to it, and here is the 5 we added to it. So we have 9, 3, 8, 6, 5, which is the original array that has not been sorted, and we added 5 to it. We can also decide to add 5 to the sorted array, but you have to do that separately. So let's try something else here. Now you can see our random numbers between 0 and 1. You can see it has so many decimal places. So now let's try and reduce the number of decimal places. So all you need to do, like in our previous video, we saw how to round off. So what we are going to do, we say IARR, which is the name of the variable with the rounded number, we call MP dot round. Then close the bracket. We put in the array, which is this array. Excuse me. We put in that array. So we say A. So when we call the array, how many decimal places do you want? I put 2 decimal places. I close my brackets. So let's run this code again and let's see what we have. So you can see it here. It's now into 2 decimal places. And you can see this random integers has changed from what it was. We are now seeing 3s here, so it has changed. So for us to append to the sorted array, instead of putting this np sort in this print statement, we put it into a variable. Although we are reusing this variable, so we put it into a variable. So we're now saying this variable, what it should now contain should be the sorted array. So this array here, which is this, we put it into this function sort. So it sorts it and put it back into this variable name. So now this variable name is what we are printing here, which is the sorted array. So automatically, anywhere you see ARR, that is the sorted array. So now we're calling that same ARR here. So we're now saying this sorted array, which is this, we put it here, append 5. So let's run the code and we'll see how it is. So we can see it has been sorted 3, 6, 8, 9. We can see it here again, 3, 6, 8, 9. Then the 5 was appended to it. And take note of our random numbers, it has changed. You can see it has changed here. So that is how to append and sort an array.